Hello, habari. I'm Jambo. How are you? How was everything from yesterday, part one? Oh, this is quite a senior. Somehow tired, somehow dizzy, and but the day is good. The day is peaceful. It is almost evening. I feel like actually saying hello to you, my sisters and brothers. May I once more take this opportunity to appreciate you. You really love me. I made an outcry. You really commented. You really advised me so many things. You really encouraged me. You really even sympathized with me. And actually, it was out of my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, peace is very vital to the community. Somebody can actually be provoking you. You try to run away from his provocations, but still follows you. And sometimes it reaches a time where even if you are very weak, you at least defend yourself and explain yourself and actually look for help. So thank you very much. I have learned a lot from the commenters. I had so many comments, and almost 99% of the comments were actually seeing me as a rightful man, as somebody who was actually looking for justice and peace and harmony to our Korean community down there at Nyabohanse. Sincerely, I really thank you more and more. Okay, let me still go down to Nyabohanse. And although some people are saying I'm reacting, okay, fine, let me react, but I react culturally. There are norms which are against our culture, and that one, we should talk about that. For example, Sister Pamela, thank you for your response. Actually, remember, Pamela, put yourself into my shoes. Somebody mistreating your own biological daughter or son. Just who, or surely, what will you do as a parent? Pamela, I'm asking you. Surely. And I'm appealing to all YouTubers who are friends of my son, actually, to humbly advise and tell him to be very cautious about maybe the scheme. It could have been a scheme to finish my son, because I have never had or seen physically Marwa confronting his neighbors or doing anything. Marwa as a person. But there are his henchmen who are always acting like this time around. Marwa is in Argentina. But these people, I'm not convinced that it is Marwa who sent them to actually brutalize that young man, so-called Alex. I don't agree. Those are people who actually think that they are very mighty. There is something I want to talk about. Our culture is very ripe. Our community is very, very rich in culture. Koreans always share Koreans always love one another. Koreans, Pamela, let me ask you a question. Maybe you have come late at home, you as a lady. And then in the evening around 8 p.m., you are in the process of cooking food for your children. But all of a sudden you find that you have no salt. Where do you go and get that salt? In our culture, you simply send your an average child who can go to the neighbor's home. If at all there are no striking dogs around which can bite him, to fetch some salt so that you can use to cook. Sometimes you find there was no fire. We had no matchboxes. Now you send for fire to your neighbor. That is actually sharing respect and love. But here is a case. A very old person and also somebody perceived to be educated, recruiting young men and placing them on the streets, on the roads to wait for people who are passing there and ambush them. They ambush them, they beat them, they drag them to plant fake evidences so that they can be jailed. It is actually bad. Let me advise this gentleman. You cannot export such a poor culture from here at Nyamaya. We know where your home is. We know everything about you. We know about you. Don't bring that bad character, poor culture to Korea. In fact, we are not going to allow that one to happen. You are only provoking these young men to beat you. And in our culture, youths don't beat elders. Please, can you abstain yourself from provoking these young men? Don't. What you need from them is actually something beyond beating. Because if you provoke a wrong person, then I do not think that you are so much energetic than these strong men, young men. No. My brother, I'm humbly advising you, stop this. You cannot practice this in Korea. In Korea, there is no trespassing. Every Korean has a right to pass. Even when we have animals, we always graze on one another's plots. But imagine here is a public road and you ambush a young boy, you ambush with. And I hear even the people you had, some of them are teachers. That is very bad. That is very embarrassing. Please, can you stop that? And that is the reason why maybe, ladies and gentlemen, maybe even my son is not peaceful. He might have ran to Argentina because it is uncultural that my son has married, then the wife is expecting, then during the time, when time reaches for delivery, he runs away with his wife to his mother-in-law. It is uncultural in Korea. It is a shame to go and hear your wife delivering naked where your mothers-in-laws are. But it could have been not Marwa's mistake. He could be having a very internal Cold War, which made him to run away. Ladies and gentlemen, try to understand my son. In fact, I have to defend him because he is mine. Let us focus on this gentleman. What does he want? Why does he beat? Why does he walk with the pangas at the daytime? Walking with the pangas all the time. When you walk with a panga in the midst of a population, what do you expect? You are looking for an enemy to cut. Why? What is that? So I'm advising him, whoever he is, to stop this. He has to stop. You cannot, one man from too far away come and conquer the whole community in the name of beating and arresting, threatening people, arresting, doing embarrassing. It is very bad. Please stop that. I beg you. Because now, let me go back to this young man. Alex, and whoever, wherever you are, don't revenge to this old man. Just forgive him. Forgive him. But just forgive him. Don't revenge. It is our culture that we respect the elders. Once you touch such an old man, beating him, or doing even those, I have seen some encouraging you to take him to court. No, don't. Let them not even give you anything. Don't. Just leave it to God. If he persists, then sometimes he will find himself when it is beyond that. There are actions which will actually, if he persists, the community will see what to do about him to stop him, so that as long as Nyabohanse can remain peaceful, let Nyabohanse remain peaceful. Don't fight this. I beg you, don't do anything against this old man, because it is not that I was a coward, that I never. I said my family is big. I'm not a coward. Though I'm lame, but I have people who can support me. But I assumed, and he snatched my wife. He ran away with my son. He went and oppressed my son. You can see what he did to him. He used to hang him, the legs up, hands down, the whole night without eating. But my father said no to me. My father was alive. He said, no, don't do that if you are my son. Time will come, and this is the time where my son now is a grown-up. That is why I'm saying, sometimes you people forgive my son. He's a person who has passed through harsh and cruel rules of a person who snatched me, his mother. It is bitter. So elders, youth, don't. Let him do his part. But I think I have appealed and requested him to actually respect the people who sold the land to him. They accommodated him. He built, and then now he is turning against them. Don't. Mr. Ondari, please don't do that. I know you. You know me. That is why you snatched me, because I'm a weak man. You took my wife. So please make it a full stop. By the way, don't do that. It is bad. And also, now let me also go to our ladies. I respond to the item number 1 I had put about our lady, one of the ladies who had sent her nudes to abroad for money. Ladies, please, let us embrace our culture. Korean ladies are very respectable ladies. Once you marry a Korean, she can never run from you anyhow. They know the culture. They are very well nurtured. They are actually self-disciplined. But I didn't expect to actually to have such a report that there is one of you who is now, that one is now trying to destroy your prestige, the whole character. Social media is somewhere you express yourself and give your views, and if they find it good, then you earn from there. Make it a career, make it a sort of a profession. Behave, do things which, even if you get little views, Don't rush. Time will come, you'll add. As long as the amount of money you are earning is fruitful and actually blessed. It is actually so absurd to learn that we have been put on board that even Koreans can practice such unbecoming behavior, sending nudes to social media. It is bad, and you people, I used to think that the Korean YouTubers, youths, you could form your own group, your own committee where you meet and actually consult. You could be having a big group as one community, as a YouTube community in Korea. You sit down, you are carrying different fraternities in the YouTube. Some are reactors, some are creators, some are I don't know who, and then you sit down, you go through you go through the rules and the regulations which pertains YouTube, so that and you actually give to one another ideas so that the others can grow and but not to an extent of sending nudes to social media. It is actually bad. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, for today, I don't think I have so much, but I was only actually thanking you and for supporting me. And I still beg that you support me until my son regains his peace. So let him, as he grows and getting old, let him now enjoy. He has passed through hardships when he was young until you can see he has no one eye. Now I wouldn't like to see him again uh, suffering as he goes ahead. Me, I said, he's my son, he's my blood. I don't need anything, but what I need from him is safety. Let him be safe and peaceful wherever he is. And if he should also be brave to say if he is under operation or operation, no, say no. It's a grown up, say no. Nobody will make you anything. We are here. We are here to support you, my son. Otherwise, give my greetings to your parents-in-law and my daughter-in-law, and also more so my, my son. I hope that is my lineage, yeah. And don't think that once you marry again, you will leave that young girl. No, that is your girl for good. And one time, if God goes well with me, I'll give a cow as a culture. I'll give a cow to your father and mother-in-law, a cow, so that you marry. You know how cows are given. They come in the boma, and then I will give that white man a cow. Say hello to him. Otherwise, thank you very much. Let us meet tomorrow. Subscribe and like, share, and actually comment. Thank you. Yes, something small. Please, gentlemen, apologize. Apologize to those youths. Apologize to the community. You gentlemen, I'm talking about you. Apologize. And please apologize. Apologize. You will be forgiven. Thank you.